Criminal Justice graduate Michael Henke. Michael is a retired sergeant, first class from the United States Army, and proudly served our country in Iraq in 2004, 2005, 2009, and 2010. He graduates tonight with a Bachelor of Science degree and with honors. Michael has made a strong and lasting impression on our campus with both students and instructors. Instructor Shaw Lilliquist wanted to share the following about Mike. Mike is one of the first students in the first class I taught at Globe. It was a composition course, and I learned immediately that Mike knows a lot about many things and enjoyed sharing all that he knew. This led to many enjoyable and entertaining conversations over the next quarter, and eventually the next 3 years. I've been fortunate to have Mike in several of the courses I have taught, and have been consistently reminded and impressed with how knowledgeable and curious Mike is about history, psychology, politics, human behavior, law, music, film, literature, family, and life in general. I most definitely feel a wiser person for working with Mike in the past few years at Globe, and will miss his laughter echoing down the hallways. Program Chair Scott Gunham also had the following to say about Michael. Michael is an outstanding student who gives 110% to every course assignment. He truly goes above and beyond what is required, and he brings out the very best in others. He holds himself to very high standards, and this encourages everyone around him to do the same. He leaves a lasting legacy here on campus. Please join me in welcoming Mike Henke to the podium.
I don't know if I need to say any more after that, but I'll try. Good evening. Welcome staff, families, friends, and of course the graduates. Congratulations on your efforts and achievement that brought you to this point in life. You should feel honored. I'd like to begin with an interesting quote from Ruth Westheimer. My favorite animal is the turtle. The reason is that in order for the turtle to move, it has to stick its neck out. There are going to be times in your life when you have to stick your neck out. There will be challenges. And instead of hiding in your shell, you have to go out and meet them. Before I get too involved in this speech, of course my name is Michael Henke, and I'm not a staff member. And although I'm not as young as my peers, I am a student. At 52 years old, this stage of my life is very interesting. I recall having a discussion with my mother some time ago about the challenges of taking college algebra after not having a math class since high school, which was in 1983. I didn't know some of my instructors were born yet. During our discussion about algebra, she noted that my mother, before even going further, my mother also went back to school later in life. Who's here today? Hi, Mom.
Hi, son.
During our discussion about algebra, she noted that she had to take algebra when she was 50. I responded with, Mother, I am 50. For myself, I am confident for many of the students, this journey hasn't been simple. Since enrollment, I've served as a councilman for the city of Chippewa Falls, been a candidate for state assembly, met with the President of the United States, worked for Senator Ron Johnson, witnessed an assault on charter schools by the state of Minnesota, which I'm glad we're still here and surviving, and was engulfed into the most horrible day of my life when our son suddenly passed away. I asked my classmates to reflect on the time here and the accomplishments along with the difficulties that you have endured to get to this point, because I know it has been easy. Apply not only your newly formed teachings, abilities, and aspirations, also remember common sense and humility. We are the same individuals that began our initial courses wondering what it would be like to get to this point. We now know. For me, I'm the same person today that I was yesterday, last week, and last year. Expertise in our individual areas of education may take years to develop. Failure will face us, although it will also teach us skills that are not possible to mirror in any classroom. Apply your failures as an asset and learn from them. The only time that an unsuccessful task is truly a failure is when it's repeated. Utilize your new skill set to offer what you can do for someone, not what someone can do for you. Maintain common sense approach with your new abilities. Problem solve, seek out a challenge that others shy away from. Don't allow yourself to be swallowed up by the societal norms. It is possible that some of us will have opportunities to be leaders when the opportunity presents itself. Guide by example, not by pointing and shouting. I was in the military for 23 years. There was a lot of pointing and shouting, as well as some of the students and staff here. I've worked closely with the veteran community for a number of years. And I've often stated, the time and type of service doesn't make someone a better veteran. What makes a better veteran is what they do for their community when they come home. That same message can be reflected with all of us as we exit these doors for the last time. Anticipate on the new opportunities that will now be available to us. It's not the level of education or the income that we earn that will make us better citizens. Although, what will make us better citizens is what we give back to our communities, or, at a minimum, make us better humans. Discipline, focus, self-resiliency, and motivation cannot be taught in a classroom, although anyone can apply these characteristics at will. I challenge everyone here tonight, graduates, families, friends, and staff, not to hide in your shell. Be that turtle, and stick your neck out. Thank you.
Yeah, what he said. Thank you, Michael. It's now my opportunity to